loves, it's Angelica, and today we're going to be talking about my plans and supplies for Inktober. I have actually never participated in Inktober before. Let me know if you have and if you've actually completed it, or if not, like what happened, why didn't you complete it, or what got you through it, because I'm gonna need a little bit of assistance, I think, because looking back at my track record for like other like challenges that I tried to do, I never complete them. I get like halfway through and then I just never finish. So the goal is to finish this and actually complete Inktober this year. If you saw my last video, you saw me kind of prepping and talking about kind of ideas that I have for Inktober and what I was thinking of doing. So I thought I would sit down and tell you exactly what to expect for my channel for the month of October and what supplies I'm going to use and what prompts I'm following. So for the prompts list, I'm going to be following Furry Little Peach. She is here on YouTube and Instagram. I love her. She's great. And I have decided to follow her prompt list. I liked her prompt list the best. Just spoke to me, and she released it pretty early, which was really nice. So I am going to be following hers. And she posted on Instagram, so if you wanted to go look at all of the like prompts, you can go check out her Instagram. I'll leave it linked down below if you don't follow her. You probably do if you're, yeah. When it comes to kind of my plan, I've decided very ambitiously to have daily videos. We'll see if that happens. I mean, I do have a full-time job on top of it, but the goal is to have daily videos coming out every day in the month of October for every single prompt. They're going to be short. They're not going to be long videos. I'm just still deciding if I'm going to talk in them or like do a voiceover or just leave it music. Let me know. I might do a little bit of talking just to say like what the prompt was and kind of what I came up with, like my idea for that prompt. But my plan is not to make them long. They're going to be short, quick videos of just me drawing whatever that prompt was. Moving on to the supplies that I'm going to use. So of course that it's Inktober. I know that a lot of people at this point, like Inktober has become like you just use whatever your medium is, but my medium actually just happens to be ink, so it works out. So I have all of my pens here. So this is just a pencil, but I have the Micron pens here. I love using Micron. I've added a few extra pens into my arsenal just for this challenge, just different sizes. I typically use the 01, 03, and 05. Those are the ones I use the most like in my other art, but I decided to add in a bigger size 08 and then a small tiny little size of 005. So we'll see how much I use these ones because my go-to is always these, but I feel like to get some finer details and smaller work, because all of these pieces are going to be pretty small, I figured I would have a little small detail one, and then if I wanted to get some chunky lines or fill in bigger spaces, I would use the 08. So I probably won't use these ones as much. These are my go-to, but yes. I also have these Tombow pens as well. I probably won't use these. I don't use these very often. They're brush pens, and I don't typically, I'm not really confident with brush pens. I know that I need to use them more, and I will get more confident, but I have them just in case I want to use them. And then of course a trusty pencil, because you gotta sketch out your work. And then my pour eraser. You wanna see my pour eraser? It is officially like snapped in 3 parts. I don't know where the other part is, but it's coming apart. It's dying. So those are the pens that I'm going to use. And then I decided that I wanted to try adding some inks. So I've heard of these Bombay inks before. I've seen a lot of people using them, and I decided that I would use them too. So I picked up the one in teal, and then I also picked up the black. I'm not quite sure like exactly how I would use these, but I've been having fun with using watercolor in my art, and I've just seen the inks and I felt like this was a great excuse to buy them. And I was drawn to this teal color. It just speaks to me. I don't know what it is about teal and blue. I've just drawn to that color. So I figured I would grab this one, and I'm really excited to use it. And then of course I just have my watercolor brushes that I'm going to be using for when I put down the ink. I don't know exactly how I'm going to use the ink. I'm planning on keeping these pretty simple, like especially since this is my first time ever participating. I'm not going too crazy with all the pieces. So we'll see how that goes. And for paper, I'm using the Strathmore Mixed Media paper. I use this Strathmore sketchbook. Like, I have a big sketchbook and I really like it. So I'm gonna be using this. And then in my video, my last video, I was cutting all of these down to size. So I have 31 little 4x4 pieces of paper. I figured this would be perfect for this challenge this year, especially since it's my first challenge. I really want to complete it and have these daily videos, so I figured this will set me up for success, having them small. And typically with my pen work, I like to add the details, and the details always take the longest, so I feel like even with a little thing like this, it's still gonna take me a little bit of time to do. So I figured if I gave myself like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour for each one, that's more reasonable, and if it was any bigger, it would take me so much longer. And then just random other supplies that I have a ruler and a little compass. I figured if I wanted to make like a circle or something, I could use this little compass. And that's pretty much it for the supplies that I'm gonna use. I'm keeping it really simple. This is my first year ever participating. I was thinking about maybe adding like gold into my pieces, but I didn't want to get too crazy. Maybe next year, after I get familiar with the process and how much time it takes to really realistically do this, I can then decide, okay, I can add this, or maybe I should just do this. So, you know, it's my first time. I'm exploring, I'm learning about the process of Inktober. So let me know any suggestions that you have for me, any recommendations on ways to keep myself motivated to complete this challenge this year, and anything like that. If you want more of a voiceover for all of the videos, let me know. I'm thinking the videos are probably going to be around 5 to 7 minutes. Really short videos that you can just watch quickly just to catch up and see the process of all of it. Let me know if you're participating in the comments down below and what prompt list you're following. And check out my Instagram too. I'll be posting all of the pictures of each of the pieces on my Instagram as well. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to end this video, so I'm just talking still. So I'm gonna say goodbye, and I will see you October 1st.